Hi, everyone. In this video, we're going to continue creating our instructor utilization dashboard. And I apologize, in the last few videos, I sounded very dull, and I want to make this a little bit more exciting because what we're doing here is fun. And I want to add two visuals in this one today. So we're going to try to go a little bit quicker as well if we can. The first thing here is we'll make some space. And I also want to kind of stretch this one out too, just to make the numbers pop a little bit there. We're going to plug this one in right above that one right there. And I think eventually we're going to get rid of this table completely. But for now, we will leave it. We've got this little arrow up there. Let's delete that. And then we can also tell that this is not taking up the full page. So we'll go ahead and move that. Now we're going to add two visuals. So the first one is going to be a utilization score. Our ultimate goal is to figure out how well these instructors are being utilized, and we're going to apply a score to them. And then we're going to also put a maximum score and kind of compare those. And we're also going to create a percent of that score. And for that, we want a what's the word I'm looking for? Clustered bar chart, just like we added last time. So let's go ahead and plop that in there. We're going to put it right there for now. Expand that out maybe a little bit. And in our y-axis, we're going to add instructor. So go ahead and put instructor in there. And then for our x-axis, we're going to create a new measure called score. So we're going to go ahead and make sure that we have this selected so that we can create a new measure for this table. And the new measure is going to be called score. And score is going to be average teaching days per month. So let's get average teaching days per month. We're going to multiply that by average registrations per instructor. It's going to give us our score. Looks good. And then we also want to check and just make sure that the format for that is right. We're going to do decimal number, and we're not going to have any decimals in there for now. So that's going to be 0. And now we can move our score into the x-axis position. And now we also want to compare the score to a maximum score. So we're going to do another new measure. And this one's going to be called simply max score. And max score is going to be our average work days per month. Average work days per month. And we're going to multiply it by 15. And that's going to give our max score. We already have a max score in there. Great. We'll put that in our x-axis there. And that's going to be max score 240. All right, let's clean this one up a little bit. So let's take the legend for the x-axis off, as well as the title. For our y-axis, we'll take off the title. And then while we're in here, we're going to change the bar color so it kind of matches with the rest of our colors in here, which we have orange and blue. And then let's turn our data labels on. That looks good. And then let's change our title to be utilization score. And then I want this title to pop because this is like the main thing that people will be looking at. So let's change our text to match that blue. And I think that looks good for now. Check the values here. That looks good. All right, our next and final visual is going to be just a regular stacked bar chart right underneath the utilization score. And this is going to be for the score percent. So for utilization score percent, we're going to create another new measure. We will call it utilization score percent. And that is going to be average teaching days per month by average registrations, which is our score. So if we go and put score, and then we divide it by the max utilization score. So max score. And then we need to change it to a percentage, and we won't have any decimals in there. And then our y-axis is going to be instructor. And then our x-axis is here. We're also going to change this. So let's change and turn the title, this title off. And then we'll change and turn this off and the title off. And then let's add data labels again to make it easy to see. And then let's change the title of the visualization. Title is going to be simply utilization score percent. And since we changed that, we're going to change these as well. So they are all going to spell out the word percent instead of having the symbol, just for the sake of being consistent across all of our visualizations. Changing this to percent. That looks good. That's all we're going to do in this one. We'll see you in the next one. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.